Hey, welcome back to GGEZ Wave 2. Ako si Mika and I am joined by Laika Mea dito. Tama ba? Ay, mali.
Balik.
Nag-mirror. Yan.
Let's try.
Ay, Laika Mea. Nag-mirror yan. Nakakainis.
Ayan. Connect with me.
We are your hosts for today and nasa second game na tayo after seeing Super BNDS win the first match.
Ayan guys, alam nyo, natapos na yung first match, wala pa palang nakapagsabi sa inyo na 25,000 pesos yung prize pool natin dito and winner take all siya, di ba? Natatawa kami ni Mika kasi pinag-usapan namin siya through the break. Kaya nung namin yung cash, sinabi niyo ba yung prize pool? Hindi. Kami din. So ito na yung pagkakataon na ibawi namin. 25,000 pesos yung prize pool natin, winner take all. Kaya naman kung maalala nyo sa first game pa lang, G na yung parehong teams. Pero this time, ibang teams naman ang makikita nating maglalaban. Mika, sino nga ba sila?
That's right. I believe first up, we have Team Payaman. Downlines, my downlines. Ay, Sad Boys, Team Sad Boys and Girl.
Yung kalaban nila, yes.
Yung kalaban nila. Ayan. Actually, kanina sa comment section, tinanong ko si Abatman, kung nanalo ba kayo, magiging happy boys and girl ba kayo? Hindi daw. Alam nila yung identity nila eh. Sad Boys and Girl talaga sila. And of course, we have a Batman over here, Bots, Reika, Rabbit, and Dubsteps. May surprise daw si Dubstep ata eh. Parang
nabasa ko, parang may kinalaman ba yan sa crosshair?
Parang. Sabi niya kasi may i-reveal daw siya. So medyo excited ako makita kung ano ba yung surprise ni Dubstep para sa audience natin, 'di ba? And who will they be fighting against, Ms. Laika?
Okay, kaya ang kalaban ng Sad Boys and Ghorl ay ang Team Payaman Downlines. So we have Gibo, Josh Pint, Stan, Josh S, and Young Pork. Ito si Stan, kilala rin kasi napakalakas na female Valorant player. Top 1 yung team nila if I'm not mistaken dito sa Pilipinas sa female category. Ito naman si Josh Pint, kilala natin bilang editor ng Team Payaman. So solid tong lineup na to. Excited ako kung tuluyan bang magiging sad yung kalaban nila dahil Team Payaman Downlines yung yung maglalaban dito. Ayan ang second lineup natin for the day, Mika. Hay nako. So far, very pleased ako dun sa first match natin. Hindi talaga nagpapakabog yung mga teams natin dito. Ano sa tingin mong mangyayari sa second match na to?
Same here. I feel like it can go either way dahil malalakas sila pareho eh. But right now, just off the bat, I am favoring Sad Boys and Girl dahil nandito si Dubstep. Nandito si Dubstep who is definitely one of the best players. Pero, nasa kabila naman si Coach Gibo na alam naman natin na Dubstep would not be where he is right now kung wala ang Coach Gibo na nandyan. So ano kaya yung mangyayari dito? At nandito din sa Team Payaman si Josh S. Nakakalito yan. Josh S.
Ang daming Josh sa team na yun.
Oo nga, Josh Pin tsaka si Josh S. Na syempre from Archangel na veterano din sa scene na ito. So it could be really tight.
Alam mo, sasabihin ko lang, binati ko na rin na sa chat si Abat eh. Sabi ko, ang ingay mo naman, mananalo ka ba? Pero natutuwa ako kasi ganun sa kasi kanina kay MJ. Friends kasi kami ni Abat, kaya ganon. Tamang tropang pang-aasar lang. Pero chini-cheer on ko yung tropa natin. No? Good luck sa both Sad Boys and Girl, pati na rin sa Payaman Downlines. Pero ngayon, Mika, pag-usapan natin kung ano nga ba yung mga map bans na mangyayari dito sa best of one game na to.
Well, first up, we have Sad Boys and Girl banning Ascent. Payaman Downlines banning Icebox. Ba't ayaw nyo sa Icebox? Excited ako mag-Icebox. Sad Boys and Girl banning Bind and Payaman Downlines banning Haven. So, ang map natin for this match will be Split.
Nako, kung alam nating lahat ang Split, dati sinasabi ng lahat, defender-sided pala tong map na to. So, hindi nila prefer to. Pero, throughout the tournaments na napapanood ko, Split can go either way. Depende talaga yan sa team composition nyo and kung paano kayo mag-entry dito. Ang dami ring times na, especially with Bren, nakikita ko talaga na kayang-kaya nilang mag-attacker sa mapa na to. So, I think marami tayong makikita na kakaibang gameplays dito. Hindi siya yung conventional na, pag sinabi mong Split, hirap naman ang map na yan. Kasi, tinira talaga nila, hindi nila binan, di ba?
Oo nga. And of course, it's been some time. We've seen some excellent strategies come up. And dahil nga ito yung GGEZ Wave 2, this is a chance for players to get a little bit creative, di ba? Kung ano ba yung mga ini-experiment nila dyan, they could possibly show it right now. So this is going to be really, really exciting.
Alam mo, Mika, sabi nga kanina ni Vim and ni Dax, ito yung chance nila na magkaroon ng highlights.
Yes!
Ito yun, parang nagtatanong kanina si Vyminal, bakit kapag rank game parang hindi naman conventional na second round pa lang, bye na? Kasi sabi ni Dax, this is their chance to show off. So, baka mamaya makita rin natin yun, merong highlights na mangyayari. Pero for now, ipapasa na namin kayo sa ating casters dahil magsisimula na ang laban. So, Vyminal and Link, take it away.
Thank you, Laika and Mika. Hello po mga kaibigan. Ako po ay nagbabalik. Ako nga pala si Vyminal. And of course, kasama ko ngayon, the one, the only, Ling 2X. Kamusta ka, Ling?
Well, okay nga na pala ako dito sa matchup na to. And of course, for this tournament itself na makita natin ngayong hapon, it's quite unusual na magsa-start tayo at this early point of the day. And I might have to say, parang nakakapanibago. But of course naman, all these players and its teams have definitely warmed up for this tournament because it's not just going to be the show match, but of course, there's 25,000 pesos that's going to be on the line. Sasabihin mo talaga that you're going to be seeing their teammates once again on towards this game, on towards this tournament, but of course, this is not going to be the same 5v5 setting na magiging kakampi mo sila.
Yes, ma'am. Again, pinag-usapan namin kayo ni Dax na parang fantasy draft nga ang dating itong GGEZ Wave 2. Pero going into the Asian picks here, again, we have Team Sad Boys and Girl versus Team Payaman Downlines. So Gibo gonna be on that Omen link. And of course, we got Stan on that Killjoy, it seems. And it seems that Pointer over here, it's gonna be on that Breach. May lalaking pa lang si Young Pork and Josh S. But Dubstep gonna be on that duelist role once again using that Jet. Rabbit, meanwhile, on the Rays. Looks like Reika is going to be on the Omen and a Batman on that Killjoy as well.
Well, before we even get into that, Pointer is actually Josh Pin to actually make our lives easier as casters sa mga laro to. Since may dalawang Josh dito sa side ng Team Payaman Downlines, it's a lot easier for him to actually play this one out with this IGN. But then again, you did mention a while ago yung mga ages na pinipili nila sa matchup na ito. So, they are gonna be going for comfort picks. Pero kung makikita natin dito, they are going in for double Sentinel. Medyo may pagka-tryhard na tayo makikita dito coming up from Payaman Downlines. But meanwhile, for the side of Sad Boys and Girl, pretty standard picks coming out from them as well, sticking out to their comfort zone. And then again, they are going to be using up roles talaga that they are going to be quite familiar with. Now, saan they have fully mastered. And to make life easier naman, it's only chemistry talaga. That's going to be the only thing that they are going to be worrying about in this game.
Now, I kind of like what I'm seeing from the defending team right here. Double Sentinels. You got Young Pork on the Sage. Again, he used to be a Sage main back in the early days of Subversive. So this should be an interesting return to form from him. And then, of course, stand on that Killjoy. Alam nila that you're going to be starting on defense, so they got to double down on that. Especially in a map like Split, due to the map geometry, it tends to favor the defensive team. But again, over time, the teams have learned how to play around this map. So, as like I said earlier, this map can really go either way. Tignan natin kung makakapag-entry na maayos dito sila Dubstep and crew. Of course, bigatin na natin mga players dito. Di na sila maghihintay pa. At kitang-kita natin sa crosshair ni Dubstep, Ling, na may masamang balak siya dito. Oh my God, Rabbit as well. What is going on, Ling?
Boy, hindi ko nga alam ano nakikita ko. Just right in the middle of this game. They are playing out with really crazy crosshairs. And you might have to say, really crazy play na ginagawa dito sa on towards A main. Definitely see SB and G going in for the push on towards A heaven once again. Getting 2 out of 1 so far. Para kay Rabbit, already have it. It's already a 2v3 ng isang mabilisan para sa side ng kanila dito sa defender. But Reika is gonna be on here, holding on that single angle at a time with this Ghost. Of course, may magamit pa nga siya. Although may kita natin ito, the Killjoy has an angle on her. Dubstep, this big-ass crosser, might have to say, is completely distracting para sa atin dito. Pointer, not exactly on point with the shots right there. And it's gonna be down to one player to even play out the clutch for his team SPNG.
Now we know Dubstep has been capable of performing miracles here in the local Valorant scene. But with that crosshair and with 22 HP, can he do it again? This is going to be a really tough situation again. 1v2, and Spike has not been planted just yet. It's right there on Raptors. Team Payaman has sight lines on that Spike, but manages to smoke it off and gets taken down by Stan eventually. Still, got a shot onto Pointer. Defenders win the first round.
That was a pretty close one. Messy one, I might have to say, na ginagawa ng Team SB and GJ. Still try to make it work. I'm not really sure if it's a crosshair coming into play para sa kanila. Medyo nahihirapan. But then again talaga, I did mention a while ago, you mentioned that Team Red Esports could possibly be playing in the same boot camp. But
Possibly. We don't know if they're joking in the comment section or if it's actually true. But
here's the thing, Vim. That same thing could actually happen here for Josh Pint and Bob. They're staying in basically the same Payaman mansion. And of course, the same story could definitely be told. Isipin mo na magkakatabi yung mga computer kung nanonood kayo mo sa mga vlog ni Kong. And this could actually happen once again in this scenario given na magkakalaban pa nga sila.
again, that is a very likely story. And of course, we got Gibo. Hindi siya magpapatalo sa Crosshair Gaming dito. And he's gonna be taken down. Bod's over there. Dubstep though gonna be answering back, taking down Gibo with that quick refrag. Again, eco around ang Team SBNG right now. And Young Pork gonna be taking down Rabbit here. 3v4 sa ngayon.
3v4 na isang mabilis and a 2v4 para sa side ng SBNG. Although makikita natin they are gonna be low on buys this time around. They're gonna be forced to even play around this frenzy.
One enemy remaining.
Definitely use around this game. But Stando canceling out Dubstep in the equation. Now kung saan, you're gonna be left with Abatel playing out for the clutch. Completely reliable player, might have to say. He's going in for the knife. But
Oh, he
started
tried!
Oh no!
Oh my gosh. I mean,
Ano yun?
I don't think you can really jump, on top of the box.
You can.
I might as well go and try for the knife. This is the GGEZ All-Star Invitational Wave 2, where you gotta make your highlights, you gotta make your plays, you gotta make yourself stand out. Valiant effort, I'd say, from a Batman right there. But we're off to a great start, especially for Team Payaman, as they're up 2-0. But if SBNG can bounce back here, it's gonna be this round, because they're gonna be having a slight gun advantage here.
Slight gun advantage, and of course naman, they still have a lot of ground to play around with. Kahit sabihin mo hindi nila kinakailangan ng upgrades, but then again, parang sa second team, SPNG might have to even work around this still. Nakita mo na, there's gonna be an early pick na makuha ni Rabbit coming out from the B main push. They are to be able to secure the orb, but of course, nothing more than that. Rabbit getting 2 on the board, of course, making the entry on towards B side. 3 para sa kanya, goes in with the fight spray, and of course, trying to play a little bit more mind games here. Actually going for the backstab para sa Race, so he's gonna be playing out for default. But of course, they're not gonna be checking the angle just yet. The quick 4-piece to even top this one off. First round na makakuha ng Team SPNG, and it's looking to be promising lineup para sa kanila so far.
And a promising tactical crouch, the first in the tournament, coming from Rabbit over here. Definitely a match MVP play right there. So, I don't know. It's definitely something that's going to stand out in this entire game. The first tactical crouch is going to be coming from Rabbit of Hashira.
And it's not just gonna be that at standing out. Kita mo talaga the players are doing whatever they can na magpapakitang gilas a show match na ito. But then again, you still have to remember, there's 25,000 here that's gonna be at stake. Kahit sabihin mo, you're gonna be having a lot of time, or rather enjoying at the time of your life rather, on towards his game. But of course, para kay Rabbit, he's here to prove everyone wrong. He's not gonna be here to have fun. He's gonna be here to wipe out everyone on towards B side. Once again, getting 2 on the board so far and making this huge opening, and the impact frags even happen on towards this game.
3v4, they have a lockdown and a res for Team Payaman. Young Pork gonna be taking down Rabbit, ending his onslaught with a Bucky to the head right there. Could be able to secure a gun. Oh, but gets taken down by a Batman instead. This round is definitely gonna go for SBNG, as Josh S is all alone with a judge in hand. Very little he can do at this point in time. He might be able to get one. Fortunately, a Batman goes with a jumping Bucky shot instead. Very, very unexpected right there.
Honestly, you know what would be funny na gagawin ng team, like, the Payaman Downlines here at the moment? Nakita mo na nilabas tuloy yung mga shotgun plays, but it would be a lot easier and hugely doable para sa side nila if they just completely stack on towards B heaven and completely shutting everyone down. I mean, patago-tago lang sila sa mga corner, and for sure, makakalaso din sila. And basically, this is what something Team SBNG might not be anticipating for. A little bit of trolling scenery here and there, but then again, it's still gonna work for them, honestly.
But here's the thing with the GGEZ tournament series, you know, we are here to have fun, and again, it's a show match of sorts. But of course, teams are going to be playing to win. Of course, they're going to be doing their best, going to play their hearts out because there is a cool 25,000 peso cash prize on the line. As Dubstep going to be taking down Young Pork, Josh S. going for a couple frags here. Quick 2K, make that a 3K, Ling. Josh S. looking absolutely on fire right now as Pointer closes out the round.
I mean, you definitely see kung si Rabbit magiging sweaty sa show match na ito. Kayang-kaya din makakapagsagot ni Josh S. These two race players are basically doing whatever they can on towards his game. They're taking this too seriously na at this point. And this is where we actually see both of these teams na konting-konti na lang talaga na nagkakainitan. There's gonna be a huge buy run coming out from the both of them. And I really want to see if they're gonna be putting out those same type of plays talaga that are gonna be risking themselves for the loss. Possibly. Yeah.
Also, it's important to note that team from Team Payaman, you got Young Pork over there on the stage, and he was actually part of the champion team during the first GGEZ All-Star Invitational. So of course, hindi siya magpapatalo dito ng basta-basta. Bren Gibo going for that big flank over there sa sewers. Although looks like they're going to be pushing on to B Heaven right now for Team SPNG.
It's honestly hard for Young Pork now. I would basically be torn. Kasi once you had that rebel already na nakapag-champion ka na, ini-expect talaga for everyone else inside this audience, everyone else inside this tournament, for you to deliver the same amount of effort, just that basically prepare yourself from that win. But then again, there's gonna be the effort yun na makita natin from aggressive push on towards CD, punishing Stan in the process of that. Gibo though can actually make this to be completely possible for them. Going for crossfires, and of course, picking everyone one by one. Quick headshot na galing pa kay Rabbit, and Josh is that direct on towards Dubstep.
Oh my god, Josh S.
Quick angle, sleep and check. It's down to 1v1. Raise against action. Rabbit goes in for the spray. It does not connect at all. That was
You
pretty
can see the
awkward.
crosshair difference here. There's actually a proper crosshair right in the middle of the design. So, okay, I get it. Is he going to be able to clutch this out? Josh S, though, was able to have the spike. He is going to be able to defuse it with 2 seconds left on the clock. A beautiful clutch from Josh S. Archangel reppin'. Fans of Archangel makingay kayo sa comments ngayon. Incredible performance so far from Mr. Josh S.
Oh, man. Alam mo, lipad Archangel talaga makikita natin dito. It's basically Josh S with flights, and he's definitely gonna be here to deliver. And he's definitely gonna be here to deliver with that touch, I might have to say. But then again, crosshair diff dito. Makikita mo. It's still, I mean, the normal ones are still gonna be prevailing over those duels. Pretty awkward sprays and awkward taplo might have to say na nakikita natin doon. But you know, then again, it's still gonna be taking a while for everyone else to even warm up to these type of settings, because teams and everyone else here would definitely still gonna be up for a fight. Kahit sabihin mo, medyo may pagka-handicap na binibigay sa kalaban nila.
Yeah, absolutely. Rabbit gonna be setting up very quickly atop that box onto mid lane, but Pointer gonna be scoring the first kill onto Rick. It's always good to have that man advantage very early on the round, especially on split defense. Of course, Ultimate Economy going to be on Team Payaman's side right now. They do have Rolling Thunder, Resurrection, and From the Shadows. They could go for a very easy retake here, Ling. I think that is the best course of action for them to try and mount a sort of snowball of momentum against SPNG here. But a Batman will not be denied, going to be taking down Gibo.
They lost so much map control on towards this game. SPNG are basically scattered all throughout and all across the map, I might have to say. Vyminal not really knowing where to go and peek first. But Josh is gonna be good all on his own. Although there's gonna be a quick trade, but that's gonna be enough information na makakuha ng defending
30
side.
seconds left.
That A side is gonna be a way to go para sa team ng SPNG.
Like Bods will be planning the spike. It's going to be a 3v2 now. Pointer could utilize his Rolling Thunder to try and attempt a retake, but gets taken down by Bods. Bods doing really well so far in this match. 4-3 now. Score ever so close to being a tie as a Batman closes out the round.
They close out the round really quick, I might have to say. Easy side takes given that sobrang open ng sobrang open ng A side as if it's gonna be always gonna be there for them for their taking. But then again, for the side of Team Payaman, nakikita natin muli dito ang mga shotguns that could come into play. And of course naman, alam mo talaga na magagamit yan, especially on towards close quarter combats. And of course, they are supposed to be delivering for that because nakita mo, all across the map, Team Payaman is replacing that on towards the heaven. Parang hinihingi ito kanina, and this is where we actually gonna be seeing them finally on towards this action.
Looks like they're going to be aggressing towards mid, making use of those eco weapons. Batman going to be taking down Gibo. Stan right here, already making her way onto B site as Bod's going to be staying there on Hell to keep watch. Going to be taking down Stan in a very quick fashion. Pointer, not much he can do with a Bucky from that range. Very tough round for Payaman here.
Tough run, of course, completely losable given that they little to nothing on towards their arsenal.
Oh, dubstep with dubstep whiffed right there, but you know you gotta. I blame the crosshair, not dubstep.
At least we have a reason on why we're losing out these games, why we're losing out those duels. But for Youngport, this is not exactly him not making all the reasons for everyone else. That's just the plain out ghost, literally having no chance against the Vandal. That's basically it.
Okay, now there's going to be no gun discrepancy in terms of firepower here. We have a tie scoreline. Very close game so far. And we're having a lot of fun here at GGEZ Wave 2. But I don't know, if I were to predict a winner right here, I think I'm going to give it to SBNG. Rabbit is looking pretty much on fire, nigh unstoppable right here, along with the Batman, who's putting in a lot of work for his team. They do have lockdown at their disposal coming into this next round. See what they can do.
Marami talagang pwedeng magagawa dito. Once Team Payaman is gonna be swarming on towards the right part of the map, we actually see the spike not to be nowhere near anyone at this point. SDNG, Vyminal's favorite team tonight, is not gonna be losing out this game because you would definitely see Team Payaman is gonna be giving their performance once and for all here and showing us how it's basically gonna be done. Sabihin mong Rabbit doing out the play, but then again, on a 5-man effort coming here from Team Payaman is basically nothing here on a 1v5 situation still.
That goes to show how close these teams are. I mean, the scoreline doesn't lie. It's pretty much a seesaw battle here, Ling. Payaman looking like they're in a really good spot with the ult economy advantage as well. Although SPNG not doing too bad on attack. And again, usually the case is that the defending team has an easier side here on Split, especially due to the map geometry.
And I'm pretty sure the sad boys and girls aren't going to be happy about this still. There's going to be a lot of flashes that you basically have to deal with. Nakikita mo na napipilitan sila like, para ilalabas yung lockdown. Although there's no entries just yet na makikita natin coming up from the two-duels who could actually try to storm out the side. There goes the play just to further zone anyone out, picking out Pointer and Gibo in the process going in for this push. Now they have full control on towards the side. Turret and of course the Pulspan not going to be here on towards this point still, but for the side of the attacking. Could actually go in for objective play still. But of course, tingnan natin kung anong meron sa arsenal nila. They have Judge, they have Vanos, and could still try to even make this work. Dubson is gonna be watching out for the flank. There goes Stando, he's gonna be playing all the way towards CT entrance. He's gonna be winning this one out. Possibly baiting out this res though. But Bod is still gonna be escaping with his life with just 5 HP. Again, for Team Payaman, it's gonna be left for Josh to play out this clutch on a 1v3. I might have to say, parang may boom punta siya pating gagamitin, but it's little to nothing talaga ng kanyang magagawa. Even cleared out the angle all the way towards Hell. Of course, walang tatambay dyan, but there is gonna be a flag coming all the way from the staircase. We would actually get the backside here, coming out from Reika. Pretty beautiful time push, I might have to say.
Yeah, really good flank right there, but Bod's looking like he's going to be finishing the job over here, bringing the scoreline 5-5. Josh S was a valiant effort once again, but probably would have been better to save that gun. Again, very, very close match so far.
Close match, and honestly, with everything that's happening right now, I might have to say, parang nakita ko lang talaga na kulang dito coming up from everyone else. It's basically the coordination na ginagawa nila. When, as expected naman, it's almost the first time that they're going to be playing with each other. And this is somewhat of like an experimental thing that they're basically going to be trying to do with each other. I mean, you're slowly, parang dandahan mo nakikita, they're going to be trying to even work on that still. But, you know, for both teams. I mean, they've been really promising naman din in terms of like the individual skill.
Oh
Just
my
as
God,
we are
Rabbit with a
missing
quick-
Rabbit. Oh my God. 2 kills already. Of course, parang araw-araw, it's gonna be an easy run through the park here para sa kanya. Make it a walk, and of course, making it an easy one. Basically, waltzing on towards the site almost immediately, getting those frags, getting those openings. SBNG has no problems with their duels, but Team Payaman is gonna be having problems or even holding down the site. Of course, si Josh is dito. He's getting 3. Knows where the spike actually is. And of course, makita natin dito that Dubsep is getting ready for this flank.
I mean, I just got to give it to Josh S. Absolutely been a thorn on the side of SBNG. He has been an integral part of that defense. Now it's going to be Dubstep going to be having that trigger discipline, trying to locate Josh S right there, but Dubstep going to be taking down Gimbo. Josh S going to go for that quick refrag. Very well played.
He had every
Last round before the
chance
switch.
to knife Gibo. But the amount of respect in this man para sa coach niya is unbelievable. Dubstep, what are you doing?
I mean, that would have been content right there, but of course, we don't go below the belt here. But adding to your point earlier, just for clarity for our audience here today, the teams were announced just a couple days, I think, before the tournament proper. So of course, the teams had time to practice, but obviously, at this point in time, when you're in a newly formed squad and you're playing against your other teammates in other squads, the key to success here is to not overthink your strategies and basically play your own game and win your duels. Look at what Rabbit's doing right here, just going all in with a judge.
Ooh, nothing much you can do though against a Vandal. Kita mo talaga dito. BNG showing in how it's done with this B-side take once again. And then at dito, there's gonna be after back with the lockdown here. Taking out Stan after that ballsy pick na ginagawa niya. Of course, still gonna be the last player. It's gonna be down to even play out this one
remaining.
all on her own. She's gonna be going for the jazz hands. Quite unfortunate scenario here. And hindi na natin to ipaglaban pa. But he could die to the red if you're gonna be going in for the knife still. But, parang gusto nang matapusin ni
sides.
Josh as rather, the Killjoy, ang game na yun.
I mean, that was a sick flick from a Batman. Despite being blind, I gotta give it to him right there. But of course, lockdowns in place. Not much he can do right there. Of course, Josh S will not be denied, and he will be playing to win. As of course, both of these teams are. They are having fun, but don't get them wrong. They are playing to win here. Team Payaman gonna be up by 2. Now gonna be on the offensive. Let's see if SBNG can have a better performance here on defense. They didn't have a rough first half. They actually did pretty well. Tignan natin kung ano kaya nilang gawin dito.
They could still do a lot more, but then again, it's still gonna be
There.
boiling down to how much space that their main duelist is gonna be putting up still. Kasi double set nila na inalabas nila. It can actually still be doable for Prospat, but then again, it's hard to even have that huge follow-up, especially when you're gonna be trying to even make more space versus further map control on towards this game. And a unfortunate turn of events na nangyayari dito on towards heaven. Isang mabilis na talaga na mapunta sila muli sa kalangitan. You would definitely see for Team Payaman an easy walk in the park on towards A side. Just what we've been seeing here from Team SBNG, but they just do it a lot better. Now, nakikita natin dito, Omen being not exactly in the perfect of health. He's down to 17, and of course, nakikita natin dito, the Jet could actually do a lot more in this game, do a lot more in this scenario, could actually play on towards her, but they're going in for the bait and switch on towards the screen setup. Obviously, a few steps here and there. Of course, isang mabilis ang spot out from Youngport, like quick headshot even top things out.
Team Payaman gonna be starting to run away with it if they win this post pistol round. If they choose to upgrade, they're definitely gonna be having a huge advantage over SBNG in this next one, and might possibly see a 9-5 scoreline here. Just got to give it to again Josh, Ash, and Stan, putting up a very impressive performance so far. As of course is Rabbit and a Batman.
Let's take at least one down with us.
Given the side of things, SPNG could still go for the upgrade, but then again, they're not doing anything as of now. How coordinated pushers are coming up from Payaman, I mean, they definitely know what to do with their individual skills. Pointer leading out the parade here on towards Heaven. Of course, that flash is completely helpful. Could actually get out that lineup. Pointer with the 3K and the Bucky. My
You don't
God,
see that
this
every day,
man.
Link. You don't see that every day.
Last player standing.
What? What was that? Hello? Nakapaglason pa sa dalawa? It's a good way to inflict more casualties on towards this game. Kahit mo yasay. Oh no.
I like how we have a chat view. Production value right here, folks. Of course, you don't want to pay attention to the banter between our two teams right here. I'd love to see it. Josh S now going to be atop the scoreboard with 20 frags to 7 deaths. This guy is playing out of his mind. Baka maiyak ka. Sabi daw ni Dubstep.
Oh god, I'm loving this for basically every round it goes. Every flavor battle is gonna be coming up from both of them, but there's not gonna be playtime for Pointer once again. He's doing the same thing on towards a heaven. And of course, the swarm grenade to even delay everything out. There it goes for the side of Team Payaman, being on the tight spot here, and of course, gonna be stuck by this pickle jar. They might actually do it again, but the Phantom doing its work here on towards this game. Picking up Pointer in the process, and that's gonna be a quick rotation na pipilitan talaga Team Payaman to even make.
I mean, it's been working very well for him so far. He almost got another kill with that Bucky flash and then Bucky in. Makes a lot of sense. You know, you don't fix what ain't broke. Unfortunately, it didn't work that time around. Batman going to be lurking onto B-Heaven here. Gets spotted by the alarm bot. Stan is just over there in Mayo, trying to wait for some more information, some more movement to go for the kill here.
Going for the kills, an easy one with that swing na nakita natin coming from Abad. Of course, there's gonna be an answer back na galing from the side of Team Payaman. Dubstep, once again, playing this one on towards the big ass crosser. Malaki pa nga sa kanyang mga kalaban. I'm gonna be trying to make sure that it's not gonna be just another marathon.
They're going around in circles. What is going on?
This is completely messy. Baiting out this tap! No. After that marathon that they run, I mean, it was just mind
Sit down! Trash talk on, mga kaibigan!
Oh, no. Damn, trash talk yun. Tamang-tama nga pala. Kahit sabihin mo may pagka-handicap na binigay si Dubstep sa larong yon. Still, that 31 tap to even end out the round. SPNG taking away another one from Team Payaman.
Take a look at the scoreline, Link. 6-9. Nice.
Nice.
That's all I have to say. Nice.
Nothing more, nothing less. And then again, we are going to be seeing more of these types of actions. Of course, more track sharks to even come once Josh S makes that opening frag, deleting Dubstep with that vandal. Sit down ang sabi pa nga niya, ang isang mabilisang trash talk na makita natin dito muli sa matchup na ito.
Whoever thought of the idea to zoom in chat is a genius. Good job, Prod team. But again, Payaman not wasting any time here. Josh S gonna be taking down Bods as well. This guy looking absolutely on fire here, but Rabbit gonna be switching over to a battle. Might get a 2K. Will he get a third one here? Left with 55 HP. He's gonna be in a tight spot here, but Rolling Thunder doesn't hit him. Young Pork is able to take him down though.
Oof. I mean, just by seeing the freaking conversation that's been happening for Josh S and Dubstep was good enough for me. This is basically what this matchup is completely about. Forget about this 10-6 scoreline. We are seeing a 1-to-1 standing as of the moment for this action nagaganap between Josh S and Dubstep. Might have to say there has been a huge difference in terms of the fracking on towards these two duelists. But then again, it's still gonna be going down to these aim duels. They're peeking, they're just basically peeking each other out. Kahit sabihin mo pangit yung ginawa ni Josh kasi marami support coming up from teammates with that swing. I mean, it was unfair para sa society dubs. I gotta agree.
Pointer once again making it happen with a Bucky though. But here, Ling, we're seeing a lot of wholesome Valorant action. Classic VPH antics here as Bod's gonna be taking down Pointer with a shorty as well.
Sana hindi maging pangit ang ugali dito ni Joshes. Pwede pa nga maka-backstab, but unfortunately, pangit talagang ending doon. Boy, inabahan ko talaga yun. Bakit di nyo kayang ibigay sa amin more of those drive peaks na nakita? But, you know, let's not even forget. 11-6 na point score dito, and the lead is still gonna be going down for the side of Team Payaman. I mean, still Byron's coming up from them. But again, Dubstep, ilalabas na ang operator sa larong to. You know how much of a beast this man is with this weapon.
Do you think it's gonna get a little bit sweaty from here on? You know, Payaman down, up by 5 here. SBNG siguro. Okay guys, seryoso na. Tama na yung lokad. Dubstep pag operator ka na. Tinan natin kung makakabawi tayo. Meron silang lockdown, meron silang Empress as well as Showstopper. Tinan natin, they are poised to mount a comeback here and now. A Batman looking very cool with that ridiculous looking crosshair, I gotta say. How can he watch that angle? And we got a spin bot over here. Oh my god.
I mean, that's just Josh Pin things, basically.
Josh Pitt
with the
showcasing his DPI switch on his gaming mouse.
Oh, yeah,
Incredible stuff.
Freaking loving this once again from Josh Pin. Gagawin na po muli, but unfortunately, it's gonna be a sweaty play. Nakita natin come from Dubstep here, holding with passive angles on towards A Heaven. Quick rotation nagagaling coming up from the team Sad Boys and Girls. Not exactly happy about A side being fully penetrated by Team Payaman, but it's still gonna be down to at least 2 players here. Has ultimates being online, but the spike is not gonna be planting just yet. They could actually use this lockdown to even further come down. And of course, throwing out everyone on towards his side. But Dubstep is going to be good on
30 seconds left.
He's going to be losing out this operator. He could still do a lot more pug plays with this up trap and this ballsy play with the classic. Of course, abangan na lang yan mag-aasim ang Killjoy dito. He's going to be going down to whatever angle Stan is going to be taking. But Reika is going to be there for the quick one, I might have to say.
You just gotta give it to Dubstep right there. He's absolutely devastating with that operator. As you can all see during that previous round, talagang naku mo, nagseseryoso na sila mga kaibigan. Tignan natin kung makabawi pa ang SBNG. The game isn't over yet. Payaman might be up by 4, but of course not an insurmountable lead by any means. Looks like Payaman and crew, Pointer and crew, gonna be gearing up for another 8-take here. They have been favoring an 8-take pretty much the entire game. So let's see.
The only site that they have been successful in taking, but then again, they still have to deal with the problem na may Dubstep na nakabang still with these
Oh my god.
Cloudburst even denied the trade, but of course, Pointer is not to be scared of that still. Although makita natin for the side of Team SPNG, they still have complete hold on towards A side, given that Abatman has definitely deployed enough to even stall out everyone's going to be going into the push. Early rotation kicking in for the other side, but teams like Team Payaman could actually go in for a quick marathon. You're running on towards B side. The Reina might actually have a huge idea on this. Of course, we're checking out these angles. Of course, we will trade with the
One
Phantom.
enemy
Of course,
remaining.
not Josh as with that peak. All left in the hands of the Sage. Play this one on a 1v4, but Rabbit going on with that 3-piece to even end out the things on towards this game.
BNG had the right idea going for that early rotate. They did know that Payaman was going to be executing onto B site. A really good attempt at pushing though. Dubstep still going to be on that up. Again, Pointer was able to take him out using a shotgun in the previous one. Again, he was going for the heavy control once again, using those flashes and then going in with that Bucky. Pero mukhang, there's a little bit of banter over here in the chat as Kachao is in the house. Mga kaibigan, fans of Kachao, make some noise in the chat. Pero mukhang nagsiseryoso na ang parehong team dito. Tignan natin kung sino magwawagi. Lockdown gonna be going down in B main here. Stan and crew gearing up for the push here.
Sweaty here. They definitely should be sweaty at this point. Ayaw nila mapapasawalang B-side lockdown na to, but there is a huge counter na matatapon pa nga ng Team SPNG on towards the B-side goal. They're playing this one out for retakes, and of course, there is going to be a huge answer back coming in from Abbott, but unfortunately, there's going to be a wall standing in between them. Dubstep, yeah, one, possibly the second, and of course, there's going to be a role play na galing from people. Not a wise decision to even make, but of course, they're trying to pinch everyone on towards the side. There goes Joshua, yeah, one, the quick trade na galing coming out from Abbott, and it seems like we're gonna be locking out this rocket on towards whoever's running on towards the side. Not so clean retake for Team SBNG, but still gonna be winning out that round, putting Team Payaman not exactly happy to put this out on a match point still.
I mean, Payaman, Josh S., it was incredible to see him survive that long, to be honest, with all that being thrown at him from SPNG. Again, Josh S. definitely a thorn in the side of SBNG, definitely critical to take him out as he is nearing a 30 bomb over here. And of course, SBNG going to be on 3 in a row now. They are starting to mount a comeback here, and For the side of Payaman naman, looks like they are not gonna be Mayaman in this round. Haha.
Oh, I
Because
I
they are gonna be
see
on the
what you
save.
did.
Yeah, you see what I. Oh my god, I'm not gonna even try. But they are gonna be on the save round, so SPG poised to take another round
Here.
in this second half.
Not so Payaman after all. You gotta be right on that, Vim. But of course, naman, with whatever they have, I mean, I'm quite sure that these players are quite efficient with their aim, quite efficient with these one-tap potential that the sheriffs could actually make in these given situations. And again, a few flash pick here and there could make these duels completely doable para sa kanila. But passive angles being taken on by the side of SPNG. There goes the Angels who's been further zone everyone out, stalling out this push. But then again, Reika, everyone's gonna be lining up for her kills. And grab it, isang mabilisang backup for his teammate. There goes the threat. The alarm bot might actually be triggered here. We could actually take this opportunity rather to even go in for the flag. There goes Serena coming up from behind. And of course, Dobson completely denying anyone. Deleting. There goes the Blade Storm, but Youngwork with the Sheriff is gonna be good on his own. My god, it's still gonna be a 1-point lead still. And Payaman spent whatever they can
Right.
to even prevent this lead to even taken away from them.
I mean, arguably, maybe Pointer should have saved his Rolling Thunder for the gun round, right? I mean, they were all on Sheriffs, they were on Eco, even though he was able to pop that Rolling Thunder off. Very slim chances of winning out the round, especially Dubstep not being affected by it. Over there by CT Stairs, it's very, very hard to push onto B Heaven onto site, especially if you don't have that section blocked or smoked off. Basically free reign for an operator like Dubstep.
Easy aggro.
You will
man.
not
Okay,
kill
those are
my
the-
ally.
those are the ones you're not supposed to be losing. Just how we are losing the ultimate coming after the stage. Super early point of this game. Nakita natin there has been a huge repositioning happening on towards the side defense. But then again, for the side of Team Payaman, they literally have no further map control they could take. Given there's so much
One
ability
enemy
laid
remaining.
out by Abatman to even cancel everything out. He's gonna be able to take out almost everyone. Goes in for the ace almost immediately.
Oh my
Make
god.
that a 6K for this man.
What is going on? Batman making, showing everyone that crosshair can truly work. Scoring a 6K in that previous round, absolutely amazing. That gives him another lockdown to use. They might be able to go to match point right here. It looks like, Team Payaman was off to a really, really great start, especially in the second half. They were looking pretty unstoppable, but SPNG, it's just like something switched on. And then now they're running away with the 5 rounds consecutively here.
They just flipped the switch. It started to become sweatier by the minute here by the side and defending side. And it definitely goes to show ever since Dubstep na nilabas na yung operator plays. But then again here, I mean, Team Payaman could actually has full capability on closing out this game. But then again, they could not even risk anything right now. They're even going for
Oh
the
my
pickings.
god.
My god, Dubstep getting away with that frag. Not towards Rabbit, that's gonna be star player out of the equation here. But of course, the man for Team SPG has no problem at all. Holding down mid, I might have to say. Like, well, Abbott being a proactive defense here para sa kanila. And we're gonna be down to 2v2.
How
Make
does he
that a
hit those
1v2.
shots, man? That's
And
Dubstep is just absolutely insane. Pointer
The
gonna be
movement.
planning the spike in the open here.
Spike
As it's
planted.
gonna be a 2v1. He's got 40 HP. He's gonna be going around onto A ramp here. Gonna try to just simply stall the spike defuse. It's planted for heaven. So obviously there's gonna be one over there trying to guard behind, as of course Dubstep gonna be anticipating that rotate, taking him out to close out the round. SBNG in a
Match
twist of
point.
fate, now on match point, my friends.
4 rounds in a row. I mean, that's a big enough statement. Once you actually get once everyone from Team SPNG got their game faces on towards this matchup, I mean, you definitely know. Kahit sa mga pinabigyan nila, I mean, parang medyo nagkakabigayan talaga ng rounds na ginagawa sila on towards the early part of the game. It was basically trolling, but they know they could, they know na kayang-kaya talaga nila makakapagsagot sa ginagawa because Joshua is doing whatever they can to even secure this win. But unfortunately, it still takes 5 people to win this one out, especially on attacking side. You need everyone to even contribute on towards this game. And of course, deal with the problem that the Sentinel players are doing all the work here inside A side, which is completely impenetrable right now. Kaya sila nagpupunta dito sa B because basically they have not been successful still on towards A.
At this point in time, SBNG, there is no vulnerability in their defense. Very quick to respond here. Rolling Thunder is probably going to be their best bet here, but Reika going to be evading that, taking down Pointer in return. Young Pork, though, finding a pick onto a Batman, bringing this into a 4v4. The Reyna does have an Empress for the side of SBNG. Young Pork putting in the work right now. Putting it clutch, we might actually go to overtime here, but it still is winnable for SBNG. From the shadow, it's going to be activated.
Highly winnable for them. Kanina, you'd see the number advantage, but now they've decided to even things out. Could possibly be going again for the overtime. But Rika, nice TP plays coming out from this girl. And we're still going down to this post plant na ginagawa ng team Payaman. Also, actually use out this later. Of course, hindi pa niya magagamit yon. 3K so far para kay Rika. It's like down to a 1v1. Mukhang the Rockets are gonna be cowering fear for this Omen. Could actually escape the clutches, but still, the side of Team Payaman played this one out for an overtime. A sweaty game indeed, and Josh is dying it out for that game.
What a way to tie the game into overtime. Josh S. pretty much, going out by his own paint shell right there, but a very, very well played clutch. Using the showstopper just in time to defend the spike. Let's see. It's going to be Payaman again, once again on defense. They have been struggling on defense more than SBNG though. Let's see. Conversely for SBNG, they weren't too hot on their attack, but let's see if they all go guns blazing at this point in time.
I mean, they needed that win, honestly. Losing 4 rounds in a row does not look good at all. Does not look good at all. Para sa side of Team Payaman, they're having a crucible hard time playing out towards his attacking. And finally, it was a pretty close round pa rin para sa kanila. They have to go in for more solid setups and solid executes on towards the sides. Of course, it is something that's completely doable for them once they actually
Oh
bait
my
out the
God.
abilities to even happen on towards B side. And there goes the breach, falling down first on towards his game. And we are seeing this on a 4v5 almost immediately after that frag to even happen.
That's going to be an easy control onto Garage. Looks like they might be committing onto B side or rotating here as Josh Ash going to be taking down Bods. Reika with that quick refrag though. The fact that Josh S is no longer on the board for Team Payaman, it's going to be a huge, huge advantage for SBNG as Josh S, again, an integral part of the Team Payaman defense here, time and again, as they make their way onto A side. Going to be met with very little resistance here as Giboy is going to be smoked out over there in screens.
No point of resistance at all. They could basically walk on it on towards the side given that they had the controller smoke that could come into handy. Laying out the frags indeed para kay Rabbit dito. He's forcing out these duels to happen. Not exactly favorable position to even take themselves in, but still they're trying to make it work. Dubs is trying to even disengage himself.
One enemy remaining. Last player
That
standing.
duel still. Dubstep playing this one out for clutch. That was a pretty close one. He's down to 11 and almost
Switching
losing
sides.
that round.
Match
First round
point.
of the overtime, I might have to say. Para sa
Yes.
side nila.
SBNG now on match point. Once again, how the tables have turned here. They were down by 5 earlier on in the start of the second half, but then they bounced back and now they're finally in the lead and are on match point. Everyone's going to be on rifles. No one's going to be on the operator here. 20 lives. Nakatarask na yun. Okay,
Yeah,
para
that-
sa mga nanonood, Heart of Tarask, it's a Dota 1 reference. Yes, I am a very old gamer, I guess you could
Oh.
say.
I mean, the Heart of Taras is still there on Dota 2.
Yeah, but
what
it
do
was-
you mean?
Sa Dota 1 nagsimula yan eh. Wala lang.
I got this.
So yeah, it's still there, Vim, in case you don't...
Well, I don't play
It's still
Dota,
there.
so I wouldn't really know. But yeah.
Oh, it's still there. Just see how we are gonna be seeing 5 players that's still gonna be alive sa larong to. Then again, makita natin for the side of Team Payaman, whatever works sa kanila coming out from the A side exit could still be doable once again. Once he gets these flashes on point, there's no trolling na magagawa dito ni Joshua right now. He's trying to make it for the entry. There goes Stan, making that huge backup inhabit, picking out Abatman in the process, even going in for that spray through the smoke. Rabbit on a solid hold here onwards elbow. Unfortunately, he could not make anything out of that. SBNG down to Dubs to play out for this clutch.
Planted.
Still has a Cloudburst to even play around with. But of course, nothing more, nothing less out of that.
I mean, napakahirap i-contest ng ganitong post-plant at 1v3 sa A-side split. He does have 3 Cloudbursts over there. It still has an updraft, but you know, arguably, there's very little he can do at this point in time, especially kung may nakabang sa hard right and hard left. Crossfire gonna be set up right there in elbow. Young Pork, though, he's gonna be on watch right there. You're gonna be taking down Dubs. We're gonna go to double overtime, my friends. The score is 13 to 13. Syempre, sabi ko sa inyo, hindi magpapatalo tong teams natin kahit na, you know, we were memeing it up earlier on the game. Draw na lang daw.
Oh no.
Saan ka nakita magda-draw sa tournament, Noling? Ayos yun.
Boy, it's not just a draw. They're gonna be deciding to even split out their
Oh
share of
my
the prize
God.
pool just in case they actually win. I mean,
Pang
it's a
cyberpunk
good
daw.
thing. I mean, I mean, Vyminal of all people should definitely
I mean,
know that the
you can-
game should be about this. The game should be definitely worth it. Then do you actually think that this 2,500 pesos should be something that they should really take? I mean, to even buy out Cyberpunk would make them.
Nah, they definitely gotta play it out to win, but I'm sure they were just joking about that. Let's hope so. But yeah, Josh S gonna be defending over here onto the Heaven. Young Pork watching on mail gets taken out by a Batman by a quick tap to the head as Josh S gonna be answering back with that refrag. It's gonna be a 4v4. Can't be closer than this. Pretty much a seesaw battle throughout the entire game, and really can go either way here.
Ooh, either way, for top step. Kuha pa nga niya, having isang mabilisan. Kibo being the one to fall down on towards his defense. And you're going to be having Team Payaman
Spike
down
planted.
to 3 players. Joshua is going to be waiting this one out for his team. And for the side for Team SBNG, are going to be waiting this one out for this post plant. But then again, it's slowly crumbling down. Once Team Payaman could actually be well equipped to even have these tools to happen for them. They're forcing everything. There goes the utility being wasted one. And of course, naman, Josh is making few rounds on the board still. Breakout holding on the line here on towards the scrape. We're definitely going to be going in with the spray down. And finally, going to be taking another one for Team SBNG. And
Switching
the first
sides.
round for the second
Match point.
overtime. Napaka-sweaty ng mga players dito. And it's only the second game.
Now, of course, it's going to be a sweaty match because this GGEZ Wave 2 is there's 25,000 pesos on the line, and of course, there's only going to be one champion, and winner takes all. If they lose this one, they're going to be knocked out, and there's no losers bracket, no second chances in this stage of the tournament. So, of course, you know, it's fortunate Team Payaman was looking pretty good over there at the start of the previous round, but then SBNG got the best of them. Let's take a look at what they're going to be doing here to try and seal the deal. Are we going to go to triple overtime? You know, that's the thing. I think my longest game link was like 1921 or something.
Oh no. 1921? Make that short. Kadab step. 2, we can cancel out the discretion on towards A side. Alam natin na Team Payaman has been very well successful in that. But still, they have been completely stopping on towards their tracks. Once we actually see such of a cheeky angle na ginagawa dito coming out from the Jet player, he immediately gets traded out, but still gonna be going down with little to nothing left on towards their kit to even play this execute para sa side nila.
Perhaps this is a bit of an early commitment for SBNG to rotate that fast onto B side, leaving A pretty much open, but a Batman they'll be taking down Josh S, which is a huge kill for them, leaving Young Pork and Gibo for the side of Team Payaman left to execute. It's like they're still over there onto A ramps. They're waiting for it. They only have 30 seconds left on the clock, so the
30
time
seconds
is
left.
9 for execution here. Gibo gonna be taking down a Batman though. Again, a huge kill, bringing it down to a 2v2 situation. Absolutely winnable for either side here. If SBNG takes this, they win out the match. If Bod's gonna be closing it down with a quick 2K, SBNG gonna be taking game number 2. What a phenomenal performance.
Phenomenal, man. I mean, it was the most memorable one of them all. I mean, it's got to be it's the second game, and it's
Mhm.
honestly starting to look like na there's still a lot more surprises that these players not hindi lang sila bastang magkakilala.
Right.
They were also teammates at some point, even though that they placed themselves in like towards this different type of setting. You definitely see that that sportsmanship definitely comes into play. But then again, lumalabas pa rin talaga kung anong pinagsamahan nila lahat dito. They're not just gamers inside the server, but also friends IRL. And I love to see how much of a beautiful sight it actually is na pinapakita nila yun sa show match na ito.
I mean, that's really what we're all about here in Valorant PH. And that's the reason why, we're doing this whole GGEZ All-Star Invitational. It's, all about the whole aspect of community building. This is what it's for. And the banter, everything, the tactical crouch, the crosshair, weirdness, it's all there in the name of, sportsmanship, having fun, and again, just enjoying being part of the Valorant PH community. So again, well played, Team Sad Boys and Ghorl. What a strange name. Who thinks of these names, man? But yeah, very well played coming in from both teams. It was a very, very close match. And I can't wait to get more of Valorant action throughout the entire day. We're in for the long haul, Ling. I hope everyone's ready in chat right here. But again, very well played from our two teams right there. We're going to be going back to our hosts, Laika and Mika. Back to you guys.
Yun guys, tapos na ang game number 2 natin. I have to say, sobrang nag-enjoy ako manood doon. From the crosshair pa lang ng mga players natin, napaka-playful pa. And then we had a lot of playful banter. Napakagaling ng prod team natin. Meron pa tayong biglang pa-zoom in sa ating chat, diba? Tuwag-tuwa ako. Napapagod na nga ata sila yung nag-overtime na naman. Nag-chat na sila, Josh, na sige, draw na lang. Press F5, go.
Draw na lang. Sila. Tapos may negotiation pa na tagto 2-5 na lang daw sila.
Pambili daw ng Cyberpunk.
Pambili ng Cyberpunk, exactly. Pero alam mo, it was so interesting to see kasi nakita natin na medyo nag-struggle ng konti yung Sad Boys and Ghorl sa start. Pero grabe, bumawi nung nilabas ni Dubstep ang off. Parang it's business time talaga. At nakita natin ang Dubstep Abat connection na nandyan, diba? And kudos din to Reika, ang napakagaling niya.
Ang ganda talaga ng play nila. Imagine mo, nagkaroon sila ng 6 win streak. Biglaan. Parang nung una nalulugi nga sila, tapos biglaan silang nakabawi na hardstock yung kalaban nila na Payaman Downlines sa score na 10. Tapos nahabol pa nila. Yun yung tinatawag mong comeback is real talaga. Tapos si Abat, napaka-notable. 6K ace pa nga. Napakalupit naman ang idolo natin. Ang galing-galing, Mika. I love to see it.
And pero yung alam mo, I think yung true winner dito, yung crosshair ni Abatman. Para sa akin tsaka ni Dubstep, yung parang feeling ko dahil nga sa crosshair nila, yun talaga yung winning factor eh. Sabi
crosshair
na nga
difference.
Oo nga eh. Sabi na nga ng isang comment, I think ni Miss Rexy na parang Jackstone daw yung crosshair ni Abat.
Pero ayun ng bola, Abat. Enjoy na yung pag-Jackstone mo. Ang galing, Mika. Yun na lang sasabihin ko, sobrang enjoyable to watch na other than the prize pool and other than a tournament setting, it just feels like you're playing with friends. Parang ganun yung theme nung match na napanood natin. Sobrang nakakatuwa panoorin.
Oo nga. And that's exactly what we're going to see. Syempre,
Mika, nahati ka!
Yun na nga, nag-split na ako.
Nag-split! Nasa split ka.
Actually, ito na yung totoong split, guys. Ayan. Hindi ko alam yung mga antics na to. So, Miss Laika, ayan. Parang kausap ko yung comment.
I am here in spirit. Pero, Mika, pag-usapan natin, ano ba yung parang...
usog na nga ako dito.
Ayaw mo na nasi-split ka. Okay lang yan.
Ayan.
Ikaw
dito
na si
pala.
Laika Mea ngayon.
dito pala ako. Ayan.
Ayan, kasi ikaw si Mika Fabs.
Ayan.
Mika.
Ayan.
Ayan, okay na. Ay, nako. Okay. Nawala tuloy yung sasabihin ko, natuwa
Yun
ako
na nga.
split nga kasi. Ayun guys, gusto ko lang na naman ipaalala na 25,000 pesos yung prize pool natin ngayong araw sa GGEZ Wave 2 All-Stars Invitational. And syempre, hindi naman ito magiging posible if it weren't for Manila Esports Club, Valorant PH, Valorant Rising, and of course, Mika, sino pa nga ba?
We are powered by Blind Spot Productions and in partnership, legit, with Riot C Communities. Legit na talaga ang Valorant PH.
Napakalakas ng Valorant PH. Tuwang-tuwa ako. Alam mo, kanina nga lang napapansin ko ang daming tito moments ng ating tito Vyminal. Pero kayo mag-alala dito kasi sa host side natin, may tita Mika naman tayo. So, pantay lang
Meron
yun.
din naman, 'di ba? Yung parang yung overtime na nga, nilabas ko na yung essential oils ko kasi medyo So, nandiyan na tayo. Okay lang yan, Tito Vyminal. Tita Mika is here right beside you. At ang tito mo to, esports nandito din in the form of Josh S, 'di ba? And the rest of Archangel, 'di ba? Na nasa comment section na nangungulit diyan.
Ayan. I love it. I love it. O sige, Mika, magkikita pa tayo in just a bit. Na-excite na yung aso ko sa break na paparating. So we'll see you guys after the break. Susunod na lalaban ay ang Ashley's Angels, kung tama ang naaalala ko.
Uy, exciting yan.
Team
Sherwin.
Sherwin. Yon. See you guys later.